The brand's name is Luso. So let's open up this box. As you can see, the device is over here kind of a rosy beige tone. So this is the controller device for the brushes. I don't know what else could I call this. So let's get this bowl out. So as you can see, the border of the bowl is kind of beige. It has some rubber inside. These rubbers are used for the brushes. They're kind of a rosy beige tone, more like a beige tone, but it all matches up to the color of the pieces. So this is the instructions manual. And now we have here the warranty of the device, product, and a thank you message from the company. As you can see, this brush is dirty. So before turning this on, you have to put the brush inside the bowl. After that, you can turn it on safely. So you're gonna put the brush halfway into the water, not all the way, just halfway into the water for 5 seconds. Then you're gonna pull it up and down for 10 seconds. Just like you're seeing right there. And they're gonna leave it 5 seconds drying up out of the water. As you can see, it took most of the dirt off, but I really recommend for you to leave it maybe 10 seconds more, pulling it up and down of the water so it can get all the dirt off completely. As you can see, the rubber is really hard to get off the brush. Don't really pay attention for all of these rubber to fit in to all of your brushes because we all have different brushes, so it is okay if it doesn't fit. I used this brush like a month ago for foundation. I really recommend for you to wash your brushes daily if you're gonna use it for foundation because it's gonna dry up and it's really hard to get it off. As you can see, it's really dirty. So now I'm gonna try to fit it in and see which one fits. This one is really small and this one seems like it fit, but the brush can get off pretty easily. So you gotta get the one that is much smaller. Don't worry if it doesn't fit, you just gotta work your way up. And the point is that it is at least halfway the end of the rubber so it doesn't fall off. It is gonna shake up a little bit in your hand, but it still is going to do the job. So just like before, 5 seconds into the water, just halfway of it, and then pull it up and down for 10 seconds and leave it 5 seconds out of the water so it can dry up a little bit. I really recommend you to not put a lot of liquid soap into it. I just cleaned it up and brought clean water once again, because if you put a lot of liquid soap, it's kind of get messy because this is going all around. It's gonna pick up all the soap and it isn't going to really clean up as it should. So I really recommend to not put a lot of soap in it. As you can see, this is the second time I'm washing it and look all that dirt. Yeah, do not worry, I didn't put that on my face. My freaking lazy self just bought another one and used the new one, and I left this in my drawer. As you can see, it still has a lot of the liquid foundation because it is really dry up. So as you can see, this is disgusting. I try my best. I put it like 3 times. This is the 3rd time that I'm washing it, and it still doesn't get the foundation off. So really be sure to wash your brushes when you use liquid foundation because it dries up and it is really hard to get it out. So I really recommend you to use like a manual cleaning device so you can clean this by hand, because as you can see, I tried it without liquid soap, just water, a little bit of white vinegar, and it still doesn't do much. But it cleaned up a little bit, but not all of it. The reason that it doesn't clean it up, it isn't because the bowl or the device in particular doesn't work. It is because my brush is really dirty. So if you don't wash your brush as you're supposed to, that it is once a week, daily, however you put yourself to do that, you should really do it, because it is really hard to get all this product off the brushes when it has passed a long time. As you can see, when I use brushes that I use for powder products, it's much easier to take it off. If it is a liquid product, you just gotta let it rest a bit more than the others, so it can take the product off much easier than the powder products one. You can see it's much cleaner now, but I put it in like 2 times. But it took a lot of it off. This one is not the liquid foundation 1 month old dirty brush. This one is the new brush that I bought, but I use this one for powder. And my father bought me the Morphe one, so I use that for the foundation. So as you can see, it is just powder. I used translucent powder for this one, so it really took it off really easily, and it wasn't that dirty. As you can see, the left one is the liquid foundation and the right one is the powder one. So don't be confused. The other one wasn't that clean after I used it in the bowl, but remember, it was because I left it for like a month. It isn't because it doesn't work. This one is really much easier to clean because I really barely use this one, so there is going to be much difference. But like I brought to you all my dirty brushes that I had to clean up with this thing, I wanted to show you all of them being clean and washed inside the bowl. This one I use it specifically for my highlighter. This cost me $2 at Hosh.com. I bought it through the app, and it's a really good app, so I'm gonna put it in the description below so you can find this. This is not sponsored. The brushes are just really good, so that is why I'm really recommending this. As you can see, it cleaned it up really good. It really works a lot for powder brushes, like brushes that I use only for powder products. It really works a lot. It cleans up almost everything. It gets all the dirt off. But for liquid products, it's a little bit harder, so you have to use it like 2 to 4 times so it can get all the dirt off, but it does the job. And there is gonna be a lot of fast videos over here because I really wanted to get right into the point, but it turned out longer than I wanted. But the point is that you guys can see that this really does work. As you can see over here, it isn't all the way up into the rubber, but it is halfway. At least it is halfway there, but that brush is really thick, so it was shaking my hand a lot, but my brush was clean, so I really don't care. It was clean, and I'm glad because I wasn't doing circle motions with my own hand and cleaning it manually, so I had to move a lot my hand, and that tends to really tense up all your arm. And when you're done brushing your brushes, wow, cleaning your brushes is gonna hurt. So this is really a good option for you if you are kind of like me, I'm really lazy. And I have a lot of brushes, I have a lot of makeup products, and to clean all of those things daily is really hard because I study, I used to work. Right now I have more time, but at least that was my main reason that I didn't clean this up daily as I should have. If you're going to use just one brush for a specific amount of time is really helpful because it's gonna clean it up. Like maybe at 30 to 1 minute you have a really clean and dry brush. Not all of them were really dry, but I think this product did the job of cleaning up my brushes for myself. I have no egg in my hands, in my arms, and I'm really grateful for this. As you can see, it left in the borders a little bit of dirt, but for all the dirtiness that this had before I used this product, I think it did enough. Like enough for the price. It was worth the price that I bought this for. So remember, liquid products are really hard to get product off them when you leave it a long time in your drawer. So be sure to don't do that. Try to clean them daily, and this is a really good option for you to choose from because it is easier, it takes less time than cleaning brushes manually by hand, so it's much better, and you're not going to feel any pain in your arms, and I think this is really worth the money that I bought this for. But be sure to check the description below. You're gonna see information of the apps that I use to buy my brushes from, and you're gonna see specific details of the brushes that I have in my hands in this video. I really hope you enjoy this kind of a review video. And if you want more, comment down below the ideas you want for my next videos. And thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and keep on watching on my next videos. Bye bye.